Meet up close and personal, professor and playwright Christine Houston. Christine will share with us why quitting is never an option. Welcome to The Greatness in You. I'm Will Horton. Today, our topic is quitting. Joining me today to talk about never quitting is the great playwright and professor Christine Houston. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Me too.
Now, you went to school at a late age. You were married and you had 3 sons, right?
Right.
You don't quit.
Never. It's not an option.
Tell me about that experience.
Well, I had 3 sons, and they were in school, and they began to slack up on their work, and they were bringing me barely passing grades. And I'm from the old school. I knew I could use punitive measures, but I decided to teach them by doing. And I explained to them that education was so important that I could prove to them, since they said that I gave them too much housework, washing, ironing, cleaning. They even learned how to cook. Well, they might not get married, so they needed to know this to do for themselves. But they claimed that I gave them so much work that they could not do their homework. And I said, look at me at my age. I'll go back to school. I'll still be a housewife and mother. I'll still bowl in my 2 leagues. I'll take 15 units and work as a ticket agent at CTA and get all A's.
Yes.
And they said, oh, no, you can't do that. You're too old. You're 42 years old. And I said, okay, let's make a bet. And so I bet them that I could do it, and that if I didn't do it, then they could continue on their wicked ways. And if I did do it and they continued on, then I would get punitive.
But you didn't stop there. While attending Kennedy King College at age 42, you wrote a hit play called 227.
Yes, I did, and I wrote it not believing that it would go anywhere. I wrote it on another challenge.
Okay.
The students there asked me one day, what is your major? I had taken a lot of writing classes, but I really wanted to be on the stage. I wanted to act. That was my secret ambition. So when they asked me what my major was, I hadn't declared a major. And I decided, well, I'm majoring in journalism. And I did have a journalism class at that time. So they said, good, write us a play. We're going to a convention this summer, and we've won every category except playwriting. Would you write us a play? And I said, I remember what an instructor said a few years earlier. If you want to be successful in the very first thing you write about something you know about. And I thought about it. I said, what do I really know about? I said, I know about me. I really did know about me. But I wondered, what is so interesting about you that would hold an audience attention for 2 hours and they would be entertained? Well, I said, I know about the relationship between me and my best girlfriend when I was growing up in a building at 227 East 48th Street, which is now in Bronzeville. And I said, I'll write about the friendship, because I didn't have a sister, and she and I were so close. I gave in to her every whim because she had sisters. I didn't have anybody to play with. So when we played, if I didn't play her way, she would take the toys and go home. So I had to give in, but I thought it was a beautiful friendship. And we grew up, and our children grew up to associate with each other.
Now, you won several awards for your play.
Yes.
Tell me about that experience. And I know you won the Norman Lear Award.
Yes, well, the play was written and entered into numerous playwriting awards. And one of them was the Norman Lear, and the other was the Lorraine Hansberry. The play won both of them, but in order to inspire and encourage other writers, the American College Festival, based in Washington, D.C., at the Kennedy Center, decided rather than give 227 both awards, they gave it the Norman Lear Playwriting for Comedy Award first place, which only had one place, and they decided to give 227 second place Lorraine Hansberry, which I was so thrilled to be any place. I am very happy about the Norman Lear because the prize was a trip to Hollywood to write a teleplay for any show of my choice, and he had about 6 on TV at that time.
Did you get an opportunity to meet the great Norman Lear?
Numerous times, many times. In fact, Norman was almost like a godfather for me, because once I won the prize and he brought me to LA for 2 weeks, all expenses paid, and then allowed me to write for the show of my choice that he produced. I chose The Jeffersons, and he paid me for that teleplay, and then enlisted me, or paid my initiation fee into the Writers Guild West of America West, which is based in LA.
It appears that you love a challenge. You know, you were challenged by your children and you went to college. And then when you got to college, you were challenged by the students there to write a play.
Yes, and you can challenge me and see if I'll take it.
Okay. Tell me about that experience then of being challenged. Does that being challenged motivate you?
Yes, in fact, it really does, because if you say I can't do it, oh, you just may as well throw in the towel. Because not only will I try to do it, I'm going to do it. And I was determined that I was going to graduate from Chicago State if they had to wheel me across the stage in a wheelchair. I was going to graduate.
We're going to talk about that, but we have to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Discover the personal powers that unlock the genius and greatness in you. Will Horton, author of the Wisdom for Greatness series, has written a breakthrough book, The 30 Power Principles, 30 life-changing principles that will help to give birth to your greatness. The 30 Power Principles can help you awaken and bring forth infinite possibilities for happiness, health, success, and greatness. Buy it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
The 52 Principles for Successful Living, Keys to Success and Victorious Living by Will Horton, will elevate your mind, lift your spirit, and take you to the pinnacle of success. They provide the key to success. They will connect you to the power of your higher self. Buy it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Will Horton's Power Quotes is a 6-volume collection of power quotes that will get you in the power zone. Volume 1, Power for Dreams. Volume 2, Power for Success. Volume 3, Power for Hopes. Volume 4, Power for Winning. Volume 5, Power for Greatness. Volume 6, Power for Life. Future success awaits those who make the best use of the present, says Horton. Will Horton's Power Quotes, the 6-volume set, is available at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
The Biblical Success Principles, The Laws and Power of God by Will Horton, is a theology of success. The Biblical Success Principles book and study guide can be used to bring forth God's will and purpose for your life. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Positive Mind Concepts by Will Horton can help awaken the greatness that is within the inner self, the mental and spiritual self. Positive Mind Concepts are mental stimulators and motivators that have the ability to produce an enduring effect on the unconscious mind. Buy the book, Positive Mind Concepts, at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free.
Welcome back. We're talking about never quitting with the great playwright and Professor Christine Houston. A rule of success is never quit. Number 1, never give in to quitting. The person who quits never wins. Number 2, believe you can win. When you believe you can, you will. Number 3, believe and have faith. Believers never quit. Let's hear what some people on the street are saying about today's hot topic.
I have this saying that thoughts make you wealthy, and I just think that if you continue to think good things, that they take you to a place that is full of abundance.
When you're passionate about something, you have the inspiration and motivation to do things.
My name is Kenton, I'm from Chicago, and you have greatness in you.
Wisdom Keys for Greatness, Rules of Success for Teens, book and workbook by Will Horton will get you ready for success. Rules of Success for Teens prepares you for future success and greatness. The rule of conduct for tomorrow's success is to prepare for it today. Be ready to board the success train when it stops at your station in life. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Make your child head of the class. Head of the Class Early Childhood Development Center, 1900 East 87th Street, Chicago. Committed to excellence in education. Call 773-721-7500.
Martin Luther King Jr. is a hero, an inspirational book for children from early childhood through middle and late childhood. Martin Luther King Jr. is a hero will help parents and children better plan their life's journey, aim, and destination. The book will help young children give birth to their dreams. Buy it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400. As always, shipping is free.
My name is Dominique, and I want to be a psychiatric doctor.
And I want to be in law enforcement. A professional football player.
A marine biologist.
Be a lawyer.
I want to be a veterinarian.
A teacher.
To be a doctor.
I want to be a songwriter.
If you know your abilities and you believe you can, you eventually will. Don't just be ordinary. I want you to become extraordinary. The key is that you have to awaken this greatness.
Not only that you have to have goals, but you have to work towards them.
I learned that the first step to success is to believe in myself.
And always keep going on with your dreams and never let go of them.
Choose your friends correctly. Because if you don't, you can go down the wrong path.
For Success Camp information, call 773-445-2400.
Welcome back. Let's learn wisdom for a healthy you. Welcome to A Healthy You. I am Will Horton. I'm at the offices of Dr. Cara Burns. Dr. Burns is going to share with us information that will help us become healthy and wise.
Did you know that same bacteria that researchers found lines your coronary arteries in heart disease is very common in periodontal disease? Well, there's a very strong connection between a healthy mouth and a healthy body. Poor dental health, multiple or missing and loose teeth not only affect the way you are not able to properly digest the food, but the infection and the bacteria has a negative effect that can exaggerate conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and even respiratory diseases. It is very important to exercise prevention. Remember, a healthy mouth makes a healthy body.
We have to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get up close and personal with Professor Christine Houston. Stay with us.
For the best in limousine service, ride with a Butler. Call Butler Limousine, 708-758-5466. Will Horton Power Thoughts on Hopes and Dreams and Will Horton Power Thoughts on Success and Winning are a recipe for success. They will help you give life to your hopes and dreams and put you in the power zone. Power thoughts condition your mind to triumph over negativity and the powerless thoughts that lead to hopelessness and lowered ambitions. They condition your mind for success. You become what you dream, believe, expect, and have faith that you will achieve. These power thoughts will motivate, inspire, and empower you to achieve success and greatness. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free. Wisdom Keys, Great Proverbs and Sayings by Will Horton is a 4-book collection of timeless proverbs and sayings that provide sage advice and guidance for successful living. They are a fountain of knowledge that will inspire, motivate, and empower you to achieve greatness. Book 1, Ability to Extraordinary. Book 2, Failure to Knowledge. Book 3, Lack to Purpose. Book 4, Quarrel to You. Will Horton's Proverbs and Sayings are rules of conduct for successful living. Buy the 4-book set at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free.
Make your child head of the class. Head of the Class Early Childhood Development Center, 1900 East 87th Street, Chicago. Committed to excellence in education. Call 773-721-7500.
Welcome back. I have the great playwright and Professor Christine Houston with me. Professor Houston, I know you're writing a book now. You finished writing the book, right?
Correct.
I want you to write the book on never quitting. Because in 2003, you returned to Chicago State.
Correct.
To get a degree.
Absolutely.
What makes you persevere?
I love the fact that I'm learning. I believe that as long as you're on the face of the earth, you can still learn things. I learn from older people. I learn from younger people. In fact, I try to teach my own children and all the young people I come in contact with how important it is to learn constantly. I went to 4 grammar schools, 5 high schools, and 7 colleges. And people ask me, why are you still going to school? I said, because there's so much more I want to know, and I want to learn, and I think it's very important. And if you're a writer, then it's important for you to know a lot about everything, or something about everything. And I study people. I am a people person. And I felt that education and learning puts you in contact with people. And then I feel really great about being a professor because I know I make a difference in somebody's life.
You know, your life teaches us all about knowledge, and that knowledge is power.
It is.
Because you've used knowledge to gain success in life.
Yes, correct. I did that because I had a father who really, I was a daddy's girl, and I was an only child for a long time. And my father just pushed education being the most important thing of your adult and your adolescent life. So that's why I just keep on doing it.
Not only did you learn a lot, but you're a winner. You've turned all of your ventures into winners.
Well, that's the power of God.
That's where you get your inspiration?
Yes, I come from a spiritual background. And I just believe that as long as I'm on the face of the earth, He is leaving me here to do things. We were promised a certain amount of time, and I'm past that time. So I think I'm here to do things, and that's what I'm trying to do. I feel you never get too old to do whatever it is you want to do. And I want to do as long as I'm here.
At what age did you return to Chicago State in 2003 to get your second degree?
I was 66.
66.
66 or 67. When I received the degree, I was 70.
That should inspire all of us, because now you are a professor at Chicago State.
Correct. And never dreamed that I would ever be. I feel like I should have been doing this a long time ago, but everything in its own time.
And not only are you a professor, but I understand that you're getting an award from Chicago State.
Yes, I'm honored and humbled to receive an award. I just think that doing the things that I like to do, the reward is the effect I have on people. That is an award within itself. So I am very humble that they would even consider to give me an award.
You've had so many successes. What are your plans for the future?
I really and truly, secretly, would love to have this book published that is sitting at the publishing company right now. And my other secret ambition is to get 227 on Broadway as a musical. I would love to have someone write the music or help me write it, and eventually have a play on Broadway. I remember hearing that Oprah always wanted to be in a Broadway production, and I said, well, maybe I can get one and then convince her to be in my production.
Professor Houston has much more to share with us. When we come back, we're going to find out what life lessons she's learned.
Discover the personal powers that unlock the genius and greatness in you. Will Horton has written a breakthrough book, The 30 Power Principles, 30 life-changing principles that will help to give birth to your greatness. The book and workbook will bring forth happiness, health, success, and greatness. Buy them at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
Will Horton's Power Quotes is a 6-volume collection of power quotes that will get you in the Power Zone. Volume 1, Power for Dreams. Volume 2, Power for Success. Volume 3, Power for Hopes. Volume 4, Power for Winning. Volume 5, Power for Greatness. Volume 6, Power for Life. Future success awaits those who make the best use of the present, says Horton. Will Horton's Power Quotes, the 6-volume set, is available at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books at 773-445-2400 for free shipping.
The ABCs of Self-Esteem by Will Horton can be used to help children develop highly effective habits that will lead to happiness and success in life. The ABCs of Self-Esteem was written for families to enhance and build self-esteem in both young and old. Buy the ABCs of Self-Esteem at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, or call Wisdom Books Incorporated at 773-445-2400. Shipping is free.
Make your child head of the class. Head of the Class Early Childhood Development Center, 1900 East 87th Street, Chicago. Committed to excellence in education. Call 773-721-7500.
Welcome back. We're talking about never quitting with Professor Christine Houston. What are some life lessons you've learned, Professor?
I've learned to persevere. I've learned to never, ever give up. And even if I'm a little slow at reaching my destination, I believe that I am going to reach it. And I never give up. I try to inspire young people. I had a student recently who asked me if I thought he should continue towards his goal as an actor. And I took 10 minutes to convince him that yes, you should. He's young, he has his whole life ahead of him, and he should keep on. Even if you fail, you just pick yourself up and keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I talked to a guest earlier about failure and the fact that many of us fear failure. You never feared failure, did you?
No, because my play sat on the shelf of my closet for almost 8 years after winning the Norman Lear. It wasn't until Marla Gibbs performed my play in her theater, and when the Jeffersons was folding or closing, she decided to show NBC, ABC, and CBS my production. And it would be a vehicle for her. And that's what it became. That's how it became a television series. I never gave up thinking that it would do something. I had my heart set on Broadway, but a television show was even better than Broadway at that particular time. But now I'm still striving for Broadway.
You've inspired us all today, but I can't let you leave the show without telling me about Sugar-Doo.
Sugar-Doo was a nickname that my grandfather gave to my grandmother because everything she did was sweet. And so he nicknamed everyone. He named my mother Sugar-Doo. And that's what I called her. I never called her Mama or Mother. It was always Sugar-Doo. And when she passed, I decided that my email address would keep her in my memory and in my heart as long as I was here. And so that's my email address, Sugar-Doo.
Give us a brief final tip for playwrights.
For playwrights, I would say, especially new playwrights, write about something you know about. Write about the experience of what you have experienced in your life, and continue to push it, show it. Plays were meant to be seen, not just read. Do not put it on the shelf. Send it out. Copyright it first, but let a lot of people see it or read it and get it out there. But first of all, write it.
Great advice, Professor Houston. Thanks for sharing. And thank you for joining us on The Greatness in You. I look forward to meeting you one day and hearing about your journey to success and greatness. Remember, you have greatness in you.
This has been a W. Horton production.